Hey guys, how's it going? Masterbucks here and welcome to the official end of another great season with the Leeds United Football Club. Our first season in the Premier League. We have qualified for Europe, a very successful season. We have a European playoff game at the start of Season 3. But before we move on with that, we have to of course credit the incredible achievements of our players in Season 2. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is the J-Bucks medal ceremony for the second season of the Leeds United career mode. Now, there are many awards that we hand out tonight, such as Best Youth Player, Best First Year Player, Most Improved Player, the Golden Boot recipient, and Goal and Save of the Season. But the one award that we care about the most is the J-Bucks medal. The player that has been the most outstanding throughout our season is the recipient of the J-Bucks medal. And this is how we determine it. At the end of every single game, a Man of the Match award is given to the best player on the field, and that player receives one vote. The player or players with the most amount of votes at the end of the season will be the recipients of the J-Bucks medal. So, without further ado, let's have a look at the first couple of weeks worth of voting, rounds 1 through 6. And after the first couple of weeks, we see that Yazi Zardes, one of the favourites, currently leading already outright with just 2 votes. 1 vote going to Bentaleb, Shinny, Marco Silvestri, another favourite, and Renato Stefan at the moment. So, we'll move on from the first couple of weeks worth of voting to our first award that we'll be handing out today, the Best Youth Player. Now, of course, this side has some fantastic young players in it, 21 years of age or younger, and we only made more additions to that incredible roster in this season. But the winner of the award will be one of those new additions, and it's going to go to Mbai Niang, one of the players that we signed from Milan, of course, has been fantastic. Originally loaned him, but bought his future fee at the end of the season, and we are happy to keep him. He looks like he will be one of our main strikers, despite being a right winger. He has been fantastic as a striker, and a good replacement, switching up in between Frederick Goldbranson and Niang, but he has been a star, and he will stay there as well. What a fantastic player, the best youth player of our season. And now let's move on to the next rounds of voting, games 7 through 16. And now we're starting to get a little bit more of a feel for how this is going to go. We see Yazi Zardes dominating early on with 4, Marco Silvestri on 2, and now everyone else on 1 vote with Adrian, Bentaleb, Ceballos, Nabri, March, Niang, Sarko, Graham Shinny, Renato Stefan, and Alan Stevanovic all now amongst the voters and all getting man of the matches. So, plenty of names for such an early start in the season. But again, Zardes dominating it outright currently with 4 and Marco Silvestri with 2. Now, let's move on to the next award, the Most Improved Player. Now, we have got some players in this side that have grown to tremendous levels and have grown by such a staggering amount in terms of their overall, whether they played a bunch of games nearly every single game of the season, or some that maybe only managed to get about 10 games throughout the season, yet still managed to grow by about 4 or 5 overall. But in my eyes, despite having a lot of options, there is really no one else that we could go past apart from Marco Silvestri, who will receive the Most Improved Player. This is why. When we first started this season, he must have been 70 rated. He was not a starting Premier League goalkeeper, and I was really considering, when is the time going to come? When am I going to actually have to go and sign a new goalkeeper? But that time has not come. As the game and the difficulty of the teams has evolved and the competition has gotten harder, he has evolved to suit the conditions. He is a brilliant goalkeeper, and he just keeps on growing. He doesn't stop. He's 75 overall now, so if this was Ultimate Team, that's a gold card right there, ladies and gentlemen. He is just so brilliant, and he has pulled off some fantastic saves and have really kept us in games. He's got the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season. What a player, what a star, the most improved player of our season. And from that to the next round of voting, game 17 to 26. And right as Marco Silvestri goes and gets the Most Improved Player, he now goes level on top with Zardes with 4 votes, Nabri and Stevanovic on 2, Adrian, Bentaleb, Sam Byram, Ceballos, Goldbranson, Longo, March, Moore, Niang, and Sarko now all on 1 vote as well. So it's now getting that much more exciting. Now we move on to our next award, the Best First Year Player. Now, we had some fantastic pre-contract signings in our first season, and we got to reap the benefits of that in this season when those players came and joined us, and they were some absolute stunners. And we also made a bunch of other great transfers already in this season, which were brilliant loan players as well, but they are such fantastic players. But there's one that is an absolute standout, and he has been a superstar and a real difference in our season, and that man is Yazi Zardes, one of the leading goal scorers, one of our maybe strongest strikers in the side as well. Brilliant all-over performance. He is just a fantastic player. Despite not being one of the highest overalls in the side, he has been sensational and a real presence on the pitch for this team. Such a great player that we got from LA Galaxy, and he's going to continue to be a fantastic player in the team. Now let's move on to the next round of voting for games 25 to 32. And now Yazi Zardes doing a reverse Marco Silvestri. He just won an award but has not gone up in the voting. It's actually Marco Silvestri that now leads outright with 2 more recaps to go. Yazi Zardes on 4 votes now. Adrian on 3. Where's he come from? He's actually trying to make a challenge and get his award back as well. Nabry, Longo, Sarko, Stefan and Stevanovic on 2. Nabil Bentaleb, Sam Byram, Ceballos, Dukara, Frederick Gold-Branson and Solly March on 1 vote as well. So it is now starting to get a little bit competitive. It's not just Sarko and it's not just Zardes now. Adrian's getting into the mix and a lot of players on 2 votes as well that could have a real jump in their season. But still, now we move on to the next one, and this is going to be a fun one, the Golden Boot. Now, I'm not going to delay with this because we pretty much already know who's going to get it. There have been some great goal scorers in this side, but no one in comparison to Yazi Zardes, who went and scored 21 goals on the season, 18 in the Premier League. He was second to the Golden Boot for the Premier League, just being nudged out by Diego Costa. But what a striker he's been. Despite going in a slump of form at some point midway through the season, he eventually bounced back out of it, which is why I still think you can't write him off for the J-Bucks medal yet, but he will be the Golden Boot winner with 21 goals. And now the second to last round of voting, games 33 through to 40. And I say don't write Zardes out yet, but his tally does not grow still. And Adrian has joined them in second place, equal on 4 votes. Marco Silvestri now, his lead's doubled. He's now on 6. Gold-Branson on 3. Stevanovic on 3. Nabil Bentaleb, Sam Byram, Nabry, Longo and Sarko and Stefan on 2. Tyus Browning, Ceballos and Dukara all on 1 vote as well. So where are these votes going to come from? There's only 7 or 8 more games left to go, and either Yazi Zardes has got to turn it up, Adrian could come out of nowhere and surprise us all. There are a few players on 3 votes, or Silvestri can build on his lead and take the J-Bucks medal. But before we do, we have a goal and a save of the season to contend with and to deal with. So here you have your goal and save of the season. That free kick by Sarko was an absolute stunner against Liverpool at Anfield as well, made it that much more special. And that save, I just don't know how that didn't end up in a goal. How we finished that game with a clean sheet, I will never know. What a stunning save. But now it is time for the final recap of the last few games of our season. And at the end of this, we will know who is the J-Bucks medalist for the second season with Leeds United. But now, ladies and gentlemen, to reveal the winner of the J-Bucks medal, these are the votes for games 41 through to 48. And for the first time in the history of the J-Bucks medal, there is a 2-way tie. Marco Silvestri and Yazi Zardes are the winners of the J-Bucks medal, the first dual recipients for a single season. Congratulations, Marco Silvestri, our goalkeeper of the season and the Premier League player of the season. Definite contender and definite deserved winner. Yazi Zardes, what a star, our Golden Boot winner. What a fantastic player. Both deserve this award equally and both are going to get it. And what a night. Our first dual medalist ever. Yazi Zardes and Marco Silvestri join all those that came before them as J-Bucks medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. This is the end of the second season of the Leeds United Career Mode. Season 3 will begin tomorrow. And of course, don't forget to share your support on this video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. We will have another one of these nights at the end of Season 3, which hopefully should be soon. And we will see how we go and if we can qualify and progress through to Europe. Until next time, guys, thank you all for watching. My name's Masterbucks and have a good one. Bye-bye.